Welcome to a very special announcement video. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and yeah, we're going to be playing some Super C in the background, but today I am announcing my holiday plans for the channel. You may say that's kind of early, but because, you know, December is like a month away, but I'm announcing now because we got some work to do, and that is voting. I liked how the Americans did it so much in their recent midterms, I thought I'd do it myself. This holiday season is going to be the 12 days of NES-mas. Nintendo Entertainment System, NES. I called it NES as a kid, but in some parts of the world they called it NES. But yes, the 12 days of NES-mas is going to be coming to my channel, and I wanted to basically let you guys vote on the games, help me pick the games to play. So there's 12 NES games that we're going to be playing over the course of December when we put the 1001 quest on holidays, as we do every year. And so here is your task today. You can watch me play some Super C and talk a little bit, but if you're just here to help me pick games, in the comments down below, leave recommendations. You can recommend one game, you can recommend 10 games, you can recommend as many games as you want. If there's tons and tons of recommendations, I might cut it down a little bit. Because what I will do is, in about a week's time, so you have about a week from when this video is going live, I'm going to gather together a bunch of recommendations, and I'm going to set up some polls, like we did a year or two ago when we did this for another holiday special. I'm going to set up some polls, and everyone's going to get to vote, and the games that come out on top of those votes are going to win. And if you're a patron of my channel, you get extra votes and extra picks, so for now, I will just say, leave your recommendations of games below. If you are a patron, I'll put a special announcement on the patron page to tell you how that'll work. But I might give my patrons like their own special pick or two. I mean, we got 12 games that we're going to play, so 12 games of NES-mas. I'm looking forward to it. And without further ado, oh, I did want to look something up before we actually played Super C here today. And that is Super C Extra Lives Code. Okay, recently I watched Fear Street. These are these new movies that are on Netflix. It's like a trilogy of movies based on, it's basically R.L. Stine, the author who did Goosebumps, but Fear Street is like his more adult version of games. Or of books. But in the Fear Street movies, the first one takes place in the 90s, and one of the kids, he's like a big gamer, and every time he gets nervous, he says up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. And his sister's like, what is that? And he's like, it's the Contra code. And that is the Contra code. And he's like, it's from Super C. You use it to get extra lives. And I know, you know, people who wrote the book, made the movie, whatever, they might not be Nintendo gamers. They're trying to throw us a bone. They put the Contra code in the movie. But that is not the code for Super C, people. That is the code for the original Contra. I think it's used in a few other Konami games. It's also known as the Konami code, not just the Contra code. But if you actually care about video games, oh god, it's not the Contra code. Well, it is the Contra code, but it doesn't work in Super C. I have the code right here. We're going to try it. The code in Super C to get 10 lives is right, left, down, up, A, B, start. And that should give me, 10 lives. So, up, down, left, right, B, A. It is a classic code. It is the Konami code. It is the Contra code. But it's not in Super C. Whoever was the editor on that script should be fired and probably flogged in the center of town, because, like, come on, that's like saying just get the warp whistle in Mario 2 and warp to Bowser. It's like, that's not in Mario 2. It's funny, like, it truly doesn't matter. I'm not that mad about it, but it's like that. I was watching the Fear Street movie, I was sitting down. When that kid literally said Super C, I literally sat up out of my chair a bit. Like, I leaned forward, I was like, what? But it's funny because, like, if he had just said Contra, I would have thought, oh, that's cool. The people who wrote Fear Street here, you know, maybe R.L. Stine, or else the people who wrote the script, they know a little something. They're NES gamers, and they're throwing us a little bone. That's nice. The fact that the kid said Super C makes me be like, not only are they not NES gamers, it was totally disingenuous. They, oh, I got the machine guns to just spread. They literally just Googled Contra. I bet here's the process that happened. They Googled top NES games, and Contra came up. Then they Googled Contra cheat codes, and they said, "Oh, up, up, down, down." That seems pretty popular. We're gonna put that into the script so that the kids think it really is 90s. And then at some point, somebody had to write dialogue, and they're like, "Where's this up, up, down, down thing come from?" And they're like, "Oh, it comes from Contra." And then the person Googled, "What are Contra games on NES?" And probably Super C came up for some reason. They're like, "All right, so Super C is the game where up, up, down, down works," and that is why we have this. Oh my God, I died. Well, off to a great start here. That is why we have this incorrect nonsense in Fear Street. So, all in all, I did actually enjoy the Fear Street movies. I would say they're classified as horror, but I would say they're more like thriller mysteries. But they were well done, and I liked the overall plot. The third movie started off boring, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but then they actually tied everything together in a semi-interesting way. And there's like sort of, you think too closely about it, there are some plot holes and stuff, but for the most part, I was like, as far as horror trilogies go, I've seen way worse. So, yeah, Fear Street. I know it's no longer the time for horror movies. Halloween is long past, but anyway. All right, so 12 Days of NES-mas. Yeah, I really am open to any NES games. It would be cool to get NES games that have more of a winter theme going on, because obviously, we'll be playing these at sort of Christmas time. I'm going to play the 12 games all throughout December. So that's another reason why I'm getting recommendations now. And we're voting before December. So if you want to participate in the 12 Days of NES-mas, don't leave it until December, because it's going to be way too late to have your voice heard. But we're going to be playing 12 games over December. And, as anyone who follows my channel knows, like, I'm a busy guy these days. I always complain about how busy I am, and, like, there's so many things I don't have time for, like, anyone who's watching this who knows that I was working on a BattleTech game knows I really haven't updated that in a long while. And, truth be told, I haven't given up on it, but I just have not been able to keep up with it. So basically I dropped off the Discord and stuff. So if you're wondering where I am and is it dead forever, the answer is no, it's not dead forever. I can't give you an update on when things are coming back. But I also have been working on a little bit in my spare time. So I'm hopeful that at some point, I say this every time I update about the game, at some point there will be an update. But anyway, so you guys know I'm busy. It sucks. I wish I wasn't. I wish I had more time for gaming and for all you guys, but it's just, I got a life going on and responsibilities pulling me away. But if I'm going to play 12 NES games over Christmas and release them sort of in December there, I'll need to get a head start. So I'll need to play some games ahead of time, record them, and save them for release in December. So that's what I'll be doing. So I'm hoping to get all the voting done. We're going to get recommendations. Hopefully you're writing one out right now as I'm speaking. I want to hear what your favorite NES games were and what you want to see me play. So hopefully you're writing something down in the comments. But we'll do voting. Voting will start next week. And I'll probably only have it go for about a week or so. I'm not going to give a ton of time for it, but hopefully it's enough time so everyone can get their votes in. And so between voting and recommendations, I feel like I should have my 12 games in 2 weeks. And that means I can start playing. And yeah, I'll work on the release schedule when these games are going to come out. Oh, God. Oh my God. I'll figure out the release schedule soon, but usually I go for about a week or so in December where I'm still doing my 1001 stuff, and then I kind of go on holidays and just start playing, other games. I've done all sorts of Christmas specials over the years. We did like the Mega Man Xmas, where we played Mega Man X over Christmas, and we did what was it? You know what? I honestly forget what I named. We've done this voting before, where people could recommend any games, and we played like Night Trap and all sorts of other like classic games from that voting pool. But I honestly forget what I called that year. But yeah, we've done a couple holiday sort of themed, fun alternatives on the channel. So hopefully this is a good one. Keep your recommendations to NES. As much as I love Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Master System, this truly will be the 12 days of NES-mas. So keep it NES themed, and maybe after oh god, maybe after the holidays, because I will have just finished playing like a bunch of NES games. Maybe at that point we'll give NES a break and we'll play some other games before the new year. So yeah, usually on my channel we're on holidays until it's like a week or two in January where we really start bringing things back for the 1001 Quest. But I feel like if I just play that many NES games right over Christmas, then we can play some Sega Genesis and other systems like that over the new year before we get back to the book. The 1001 book that is both my closest ally and my deepest nemesis. It's interesting how the book has changed, because I knew this was going to happen, and I've talked about this on my channel before about like how I planned out my 1001 series. But basically, we are running out of retro games in the 1001 book. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. There's bullets flying everywhere. I used to be way better at this game, if you guys can believe it. Although I don't feel like I'm probably not terrible right now, but there we go. Yeah, so when I started my channel 7 years ago, jeez, time flies, man. By the way, I feel like when we started my channel, the definition of a retro game was a game 10 years or older. By the time I'm done, my series is going to be a retro series. Like, not a series about retro games, but the actual series itself will be retro. Much in the same way that, like, when the Angry Video Game Nerd, when I first started watching that guy, whom I love, by the way, he's awesome. It's been like 15 years since he started, and so like his channel is so old that it itself feels retro. It feels as retro as some of the games he was playing when he started. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, when we started the channel, there were a lot of Nintendo and Intellivision and Sega Genesis and Amiga and all sorts of other retro games in the book. And I knew if I went through the book in order, sort of chronologically, we would burn ourselves out of retro games within like the first year, and we'd be basically playing like PS3 games for the rest of the 10-year journey that we're on here. That's how long I estimate it'll take to play through the 1001. And I knew I didn't want to do that. So essentially what I did instead is I sort of pseudo-randomized the games so that, we were going to play a lot of 80s and 90s games in the first year or two. But I tried to space them out in the remaining years so that, we wouldn't run out of older games to play. But if you watch the 1001 series, the main series on my channel, you know that like we spend a lot of time these days playing like Xbox and PlayStation and Xbox 360 and like, Nintendo Wii and like games from systems that, I personally would not consider retro. Now I know retro is sort of like, it depends on when you were born, right? So like, if you're a Gen Zer, then to you, retro might be an Xbox 360, which to me is a wild idea. To me, retro is like an NES controller. To me, anything with an analog stick, any game system with an analog stick isn't retro in my mind. Because the only analog stick that existed when I was younger was the Nintendo 64, but even that, I wouldn't really truly consider retro because it wasn't out in my childhood. Nintendo 64 came out, in my formidable Yeah, formidable, right? Okay, I don't know the word. But it came out in my teen years, you know, when I was in high school. I was, you know, drinking underage and trying to date girls and going to parties and stuff. And it's like, I wasn't really playing the N64 at that time. I was playing a lot of PC, as cool as I was, but not playing a lot of N64. So I don't know, maybe if I had played it in those years, maybe if I really got into GoldenEye or something, I'd consider it retro. But like, it's certainly nostalgic. I'm not saying it doesn't hold nostalgic value. And the original Xbox, and even the Xbox 360. Nostalgic, yes. 100% agree. But oh god damn it! And well, we screwed that up. Okay. That really sucks. The spread gun makes it so easy to kill this boss. Okay, we gotta go. Run! The trick is to, like, knock out one of these center ones. Oh shit, I'm screwed. Ah, god damn it. I'm gonna die again. The trick is to knock out one of these center ones and then just live in the center. Oh god. But without the spread gun, it's like... How do you do this? Die! Die! Jesus, this is brutal. I'm gonna die again. Oh, we got one. Alright, we can now live in the middle. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Alright, easy now. Oh, there's another one. Okay. You just don't want to kill the two on the edge so you can survive in the center here. Anyway, I forget where I was going with this long rant about what is retro and what isn't, but long story short, times they have changed. So we'll be playing some NES over the holidays. What are your guys' holiday plans? Maybe you don't have them figured out yet, maybe you do. Curious to know. Oh god, there we go. Yeah, you gotta time that right so that that last one dies at the right time. I guess I could wrap this video up because I've made my announcement, but I'm playing Super C and I kinda don't want to. So I guess one game you shouldn't recommend is Super C. Don't recommend Super C. We're banning Super C. Not for lack of interest, but you know, just because we're literally playing it right now, so. It would be kind of weird if you recommended Super C. I would be confused. You can recommend NES games that I've already played on the channel if you want. Man, I'm playing like ass. I swear I'm decent at this game. You can recommend NES games that I've played already on the channel, and I will consider putting them up for vote. Again, if we get 12 recommendations, I'll put them all up for vote. Oh, well, actually, no, that doesn't make any sense. If we get 12 recommendations, those are the 12 games we're playing. We need 24 recommendations to have at least, you know, like a showdown between each game. Last time we did a voting thing, oh my god, on the channel. I think what I did is I categorized games into bins of 5. Yes, spread and R. I never knew what R did as a kid, but I think it makes your bullets move faster. Like, look how fast the bullets are moving across the screen. I think that's because of R. All I knew as a kid is that R would not interfere with you having a spread gun, whereas getting like a machine gun or a laser or something would wipe out the spread gun that you've got. The rocks are going to start to fall. Yep. And the rock. You got to be really careful with these rocks. You do not want to jump and have a rock hit ya. That sucks. Oh, the spread gun just makes life so comfortable. It's like having a trust fund to live off. I had a dream this morning that I actually went back in time, and not like Marty McFly going back in time, like my mind went back in time, but in my younger body. And of all the things, oh, that almost screwed me. Of all the things I thought to do, you know, like, you know, go back and like meet friends that I still have today that when you were younger and try and become friends with them again and stuff. One thing I thought is I should buy all the Bitcoin I can. And then when I woke up this morning, I was like, okay, Bitcoin at one point was trading for like pennies. If when I was, you know, in university, if I just took all my money, like all the money I could scrounge up, all the money I could like borrow, if I put like, oh god, this is actually giving me trouble here. Die! There you go. If I put like $5,000 in Bitcoin, would I be a billionaire if I sold it at its peak? Because I think it peaked at like $60,000 of Bitcoin. And so I looked it up, and Bitcoin was like 9 cents each when it first launched in 2010. So if you put like $5,000 into Bitcoin, you'd have like 3 billion. It was $3 or $30 billion if you sold at its peak. And frankly, either would have been fine by me. So $30 billion, my God. That would be, I mean, I would just live a totally different life if I had $30 billion. I wouldn't even be the same person that I am today. But it does, I mean, obviously, who wouldn't want $30 billion? But yeah, I find sometimes I go through phases where I like think about, winning the lottery or having billions of dollars. I don't do it too often, but it is like one of those things of like, I think everyone does this once in a while. You like fantasize like, man, what would it be like to have that much money? Oh God. Okay. We made it through that part. Thank God. Obviously it'd be great. I mean, this YouTube channel is how I get there, obviously. Somehow we're going to make $1 billion off of this channel one day. Mark my words, guys. We're getting there. But until then, I'm going to dream about the Bitcoin. That was a fake boss. You beat this boss. You're like, wow, that was so easy. What the heck? No way! Oh my God! Oh God. Oh, son of a bitch. That hitbox is crazy. I feel like I just raised that. Oh God. Tapping with all my might. Oh, I had to put my controller on my lap there and use my index finger. That's when you know you really gotta tap. Because I find my index finger, I can tap faster than my thumb. That's an advanced move because it's harder to control your character that way. I would never play a game fully like that. Although I have seen people play the NES where like one index finger is the B button and their middle finger is the jump. Kind of a weird way to play. I don't know, I feel like that would make it harder to jump, oddly enough. Oh, that was a machine gun, I could have used that. Oh, I jumped and landed right on the guy. Oh, the machine gun fell down. What the heck? What is happening? Wonder if I can get back up here. Oh God! This is a disaster. Get up there. Okay, we're screwed. We are screwed. Damn, I've never seen anyone play as poorly in Super C as me. I need that up, up, down, down code that the gamer kid in Fear Street was talking about. A kid who was clearly a gamer and the writers didn't just Google Contra cheat codes. And then what is Contra? What is a Contra? Because they had no idea. They never played it. Oh God! So we are in the belly of the beast, I think. Right now. Belly of some kind of beast. It's like we started out fighting an army. I like how this guy is totally unfazed by the course of events, by the way. Like this guy, they're like, we need you to kill these terrorists. And he's like, I'll do it. And then like halfway through, he's like fighting through like an alien digestive tract. He's just like, I don't know, I guess the terrorists are employing aliens now. Whatever. Oh, God, I missed all those. Damn it. I was trying to clear out the little orbs around me so I could actually get to those, because I knew those things were coming. Alright, well, let's just go with the laser. The laser is powerful, but I don't like it. I like the machine gun and the spread gun. And those are really the only two ways I want to play Contra. I don't like the other ways. Shit, I missed that too. Oh God! And I got a facehugger to the face. Which is, if you're gonna get a facehugger, that seems to be probably where they want to get you. Oh God. This is where the spread gun would come in handy because those things would just die. You know, I've never just tried to play this game without the spread gun. It would probably be a big challenge. Because, like, I think of myself as good at Contra, but, I mean, part of that is I do have some skill, because I've played Contra games a lot. But I also have the levels memorized, and I know where to get the spread gun, and I'm good at, once I have the spread gun, not dying. And once you have the spread gun, it is easier to not die than when you have this gun. So it would be kind of an interesting challenge to give this game a shot without the spread gun. Oh God, this is where I die, though. Oh God. One other thing I thought of, by the way, for the NES games, and I don't know 100% if I want to do this, but I'll just mention it, is, so I'll be playing these on emulator for the 12 Days of NES-mas, and you can do, like, mods and patches on games, and as I said before, it'd be cool to play some sort of wintry themed games, but I know there's only so many, I'm not expecting all 12 to be. But we could always try and patch a game, so if there's like a Christmas mod for Super Mario Brothers, that could be kind of interesting. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I know what I was talking about, and I got totally distracted. Is I was saying that previously when we've done the holiday voting, we broke games up into, oh god. Oh, I can't believe I survived that. Oh my god, there's stuff everywhere. Oh no, this is trouble. Okay, I do gotta kill these things. Wipe out the slime. Okay, we got it. Oh god. Okay, if I wipe out all the slimes, I think I'll be okay. Oh, Jesus. I don't even know how many lives I have, because my medals only count up to 4, so once I, okay. I think I got this now. I could just stand in the middle and infinitely jump over those things. Oh god, that was close. Woo. Twitch! You know what? That was bicep muscles. Because I just hold my hand really steady, put my index finger on the B, and I just flex my bicep a lot. Or is it bicep? No, my bicep is... I don't know how I do it. I guess it's wrist. I'm tensing my bicep when I do it. My bicep feels worked out from that NES game. Anyway, we put the NES games... Or not the NES games, the games into bins. So it's like there was, 4 games in this one category and you vote on the 4 games. And then there's another category that has like 3 games and you vote on which of those top 3. So we're not necessarily just going to do a massive, vote on, your favorite game, because then everyone only gets 1 vote. And if there's like 50 games and everyone gets 1 vote, then games are going to have like 3 votes, like this game won with a whopping 5. So to give people more votes, we'll put whatever recommendations. Oh my god! You guys come up with into categories. This is a shame. You know what? I played Super C on my channel years ago. I'm pretty sure I did better than this. I'm actually kind of curious to go look at that video and see how well I did. Because I feel like at this point in the game, you should have the spread gun at this level. It certainly makes life easier if you have it, but... Although the laser, again, it's not terrible, but it's like a lot of focused damage. And in Contra, you want to be firing bullets in all directions because of reasons like that. Like, you'll suddenly... Oh no, we're down to 3 lives. You'll suddenly get ambushed by a bunch of aliens that just show up out of nowhere. I wonder if we can actually do this. Okay, I will take the fire, because it's the only weapon they're offering me. Fire's cool because it explodes, so it kind of hits multiple enemies at once, but not my ideal. Gonna keep running here. Outrun the blobs. You can outrun your troubles in Contra. Boom! Oh no, we missed! Oh, that almost cost us. Ugh. I'm just gonna go for it. Go. Oh god! Okay, the fire I think saved me there. Oh god. Oh god. Go away. Go away, weird eyeballs. What are they even? They're like floating, pulsating orbs! Oh, I jumped over that guy. My guy's quite acrobatic. Oh, is this the final boss? Damn it, I never got the spread gun back. That's crazy. I think I can beat the final boss with 3 lives in this gun. I can beat the final boss, I think, without any gun, so... Having the flame... Alright, well I guess I'm beating the final boss without any gun! That's the way that goes! Go, 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 go! Oh, shit! damn it! Okay, 1 life left. Go, go, go! Oh, fuck! Okay, wait. Where do you stand? There's a place to stand to not die. Oh, God! Oh, God. This is going so poorly. Oh, we did it! We got an extra life out of that. Oh, God, what a disastrous train wreck that almost turned out to be. We beat Super C, guys! We did use a cheat code at the beginning, but that's okay. Well, guys, I hope to see your recommendations down below. If you're a longtime fan, thanks for sticking with the channel this long. And I look forward to the 12 days of NES-mas. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Leave a comment! And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!